Hi guys, for today's video, I'm super excited to share with you guys another apartment makeover video. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the link in the description box down below. I will also have the links to everything I used in today's makeover in the description box down below for you guys. Super excited to just get started here. So I'm starting off with this particular wall in my living room. This is usually the area where I add my TV, media console, and all of that, and I ended up deciding to just use a buffet from IKEA simply because the width of this was very small, and as you guys could see from the prior clips, the area in my living room where the media console or TV needs to go is very thin because of my sliding glass doors. So by using this IKEA Besta buffet, we're actually going to create a lot more space in this room. That way we have more space to work with. So after that, I decided to add some sort of plant, and I did my research on figs, and I just realized that with the current conditions in where I wanted to put this, a fig would not survive. So I opted to get one that was faux and then just do a little fun DIY to make it appear a little bit more realistic. That's my main concern when it comes to like faux figs. I think they look really fake, but I found a great one, and with the little tricks that I used, as you guys will see coming up, it definitely makes it look way more realistic. So what I did was I went ahead and purchased a planter. This one is concrete, and I actually got it from Target at a really great price. Usually when you see these concrete planters, they're super expensive or really bad quality, but this one was at a really great price point, and as you can see, there's really nice details on it. Moving on to the next little step in this DIY process, you're just going to take your plant and you're going to put it in whatever pot that you are deciding to use. Now for this, I wanted to recycle and make use of what I had. So I used some packing pillows that I got from some packages this week, and I just stuffed the planter with those. Highly would recommend doing this because it's free. You're also helping the environment. So make sure you are using something that isn't going to create holes, because we are going to be adding in some moss later and you don't want it to fall through. So I was lucky that this plant had this little burlap I was able to use at the top, and then I picked up this moss from the Dollar Tree. So for just a few dollars, you're making this plant look a lot better. I personally only had to use about $3 of this moss, and I just added it to the top, and as I did so, I patted it down. That way it didn't have any crazy like bumps or lumps in it, and after that you just have to clean up your mess, of course. And then to also make the plant appear a little more realistic, and why I kind of chose this particular faux plant, is all of the leaves and all of the branches are bendable. You can really make this faux fig look however you want. I've seen a few people have it actually completely leaning over to one side, which I think looks so beautiful. However, it just wouldn't work out in my particular area that I'm putting this. But if I decide to move it somewhere else in my apartment, again, I can kind of mold it to exactly how I want it to look. So that was something that really drew me in to purchasing this particular faux plant. So if you guys are interested, as I mentioned, I'll have the links down below, but definitely think that with that fun little DIY, it looks a lot better. So I went ahead and added that in next to my media console that I'm using here. After I added in that fig tree, I wanted to start decorating the little buffet or media console, and I wanted to keep things pretty simple, so I just used things I already had around my apartment. This Louis Vuitton book was a find from HomeGoods. This candle jar has pretty much turned into a piece of decor for me now. I don't even use a candle anymore. And I used this carved wooden piece from the Philippines, as well as a coaster that I purchased from Anthropologie a few years back, and unfortunately they do not make those anymore. And then for the middle area here, again, another HomeGoods find. This is just a silver tray. It's really nice and pretty. You could actually add stuff inside of the tray if you wanted to, but for now I'm just keeping it empty, and I like this to actually hide the cords from my TV. I also added in this vase that I got from my dad's house, as well as two of these crystals that I got from HomeGoods. They always have such a great collection of crystals, so if you're in the market for some, would highly recommend picking them up there. And then lastly, I felt like that corner in the back there looked a little bare, so I found this really unique carved stool that my dad had, and I went ahead and added that into the corner. Having this visible plug really bothered me, so I just went ahead and added in my little ottoman, and that's just where I'm going to store it in the meantime when I'm not using it, just to cover up that plug. But that is pretty much the completed left side of this room. Now we are moving on to the opposite side of the living room, and this is just going to serve as the seating area and where the couch goes. So the first thing that I added in was just this gorgeous rug from Safavieh. They have an amazing selection of rugs, and I just immediately fell in love with this one. It's like a crushed velvet almost, but it feels so soft underneath your feet. It is amazing. It has this really pretty textured design to it that I think just makes the entire rug. And now we are revealing my new couch. This one in particular is from West Elm, and it is contract grade, which means this is going to hold up really well for a really long time. I also went ahead and got this one because it does have the movable ottoman. So this serves as a chase, but you can put it anywhere in the couch. You could use it on this side, in the middle, or on the right-hand side. The couch is beautiful, but it definitely needed a few pillows to spice it up. So first I'm adding in this Cood Krieg pillow. I absolutely love their pieces. They are all handmade in Southern California. So the first one I'm adding in is just this gorgeous textured pillow. Again, their pieces are just such great quality as well as very unique. And I really wanted to tie in more pieces that were handmade. So I also got some pieces from Shop Marine & Co. I absolutely love their pillows as well, so I'm just adding in that mud cloth pillow there. And again, I just think it adds a nice textured feel as well as some uniqueness to the space. Again, I'm also adding in a Cood Krieg wall hanging. This piece is absolutely beautiful, and it's definitely become the focal point of my living room. So it's super easy to install. You just attach the two little brackets, and it is hung up by a wooden dowel. And again, just the texture of this piece and its uniqueness is amazing. I'm really working to try and find new unique designers. Having homemade items and just unique pieces is something that I definitely want to strive to do more in my apartment makeover. So that is what I did here, and I think it turned out amazing. This area was missing a lamp, however, and I got this one in particular from West Elm. It's just so unique, and I just really thought that this would add the proper amount of lighting that I needed to have in my living room area. A lot of you guys asked about the particular light that it gives off, so I'm going to show you guys here. It's just a very soft bit of light. It's not overpowering, it's not blinding. It adds just the right amount of soft light to my living space. And then on this side, I wanted to add in a side table. So this is just my Safavieh concrete side table. It is such a good quality piece, and on top of it, I just added in this vase with pampas grass that I already had. I showed this in a prior video. I just got those pieces, honestly, off the side of the road and put them in a vase, and it looks amazing. But this concrete table is absolutely my favorite. It's super heavy and very durable, so I think that this part of the living room is coming along nicely, but I definitely need to add in a coffee table. And you guys, this is my dream coffee table. I have wanted this coffee table for like the past 3 years, so I'm so happy that I finally got it. It is from CB2. It is a white concrete table. And just a little pro tip, I would highly recommend getting a piece of glass cut to fit the top of it, just to preserve it longer, because it is white concrete, so anything that gets on it is going to create a mark or a stain. So I'm definitely going to do that this week. But this piece is just really beautiful. Again, just a unique coffee table. It doesn't look like every single coffee table you've already seen. So I really didn't know what I was going to do when I was styling it, so I just used pieces again that I found that I already had. So this vase and then the beaded DIY is something that I made on my channel. The vase is from Target. I just put my coasters and then this vase with some Palo Santo that I got from Amazon, and just a book to kind of cover up the table for now. Again, super minimal and just very earth tones. I wanted to keep everything very light, super cozy in this space. I will also be sure to link the beaded DIY decor that I made in the description box down below, but this is what my completed living room makeover looks like. I'm so excited that I was finally able to fully complete a space in my apartment. This just turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I created a little vision board and everything just came together so nicely. I mixed budget-friendly items with a few splurge items. I also love love the way the Cood Krieg items as well as the Shop Marine & Co. pillow really just gave the space, like I mentioned earlier, a bit of uniqueness. And if you guys have any designers or favorite Etsy shops that make handmade things, I would love to learn more about them, so please leave them in the comments down below. Again, subscribe if you guys haven't already and turn those post notifications on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeover, and I will see you guys in my next video.